Lauren, and today I have a special treat. Today I'm going to be reading some of the best college tips. I don't know if you really want to call them hacks, but they are tips. So I have the best college tips slash hacks that you can use in your everyday college life. So I thought I was reading about some and I looked some up on a website, and I've compiled the best 50 that I could find. I shortened the list a little bit just because there are some that don't really apply, especially in today's day. Some of them didn't really apply. So I have shortened it to 50, and here we go. Also, before I get into the video, I just want to say, if you enjoy the video, please consider subscribing. It's free, it takes 3 seconds out of your day, and it helps me out. Okay, let's get into the video. If you are studying for an important test and you're scared of what's going to be on it, like let's say that you're studying for a psychology exam, but you have no idea if it's gonna be on what, this is or that is, you can go to a site called site:/edu and then subject exam, and you will actually get a ton of practice exams. A bonus is they're all college level too, so that's pretty cool. Place your phone across the room at night, so you have to walk up and get it when you're getting up in the morning. Now, I actually tried this a little bit, and I tried it back at home when I was waking up for high school. Now I kind of I've gotten into the flow of things because my high school started so dang early, so I kind of had to get into the flow of waking up early, and now I've gotten into that. But I know for some people college starts really early for them, so what I would suggest is putting your phone all the way across the room, so then you have to get up, have to get it. So that would be my suggestion. If you charge your laptop battery to 80% instead of 100%, your laptop battery will actually be extended. Pretty cool. Writing down your worries before taking an exam has actually been proven to boost your test scores. Another thing that's been proven is to actually, if you have no creative flow for an essay or some kind of project, you should try writing it by hand. It's been proven to boost creative flow. This one is kind of controversial, especially in the COVID world, but you should try to keep your door open as much as possible, or as much as you can, because you can meet a lot of new people that way. I actually have a story about this. I didn't know anybody. It was my very first day. My parents left 5 minutes ago, and I was so bored already, because I finished moving in. I didn't have any homework or anything to do. I already finished my orientation activities, so I was just sitting in my room, and I opened up my laptop, and then a couple minutes go by, and this guy from down the hall that also moved in was like, "Hey, do you know where the laundry room is?" And I was like, "No, I have no idea. I've only been here for 5 minutes by myself." So we went on a journey to find the laundry room. It was really cool, actually. So open your door when you're there. Don't leave it open all the time, but when you're there, leave your door open. You can find a lot of cool people there. You're more likely to remember something written in blue ink than black ink, so maybe do your notes in blue ink for a change. This one is a little self-explanatory, but if you really need something done and you want absolutely no distractions, put in headphones even if you're not even listening to music. And if you have noise-canceling headphones, put the noise-canceling on if you don't want any distractions. I mean, it is self-explanatory, but come on, it's just common sense. When proofreading a paper, make sure to read it not only in your head, but also out loud, because your mouth catches errors that your mind won't. If you're going through a lot of notes, maybe take a quick nap after learning some of that stuff. Maybe do a page of notes and then take a quick 15-20 minute nap, because it actually solidifies it in your brain. You can prevent Apple earbuds from tangling if you just magnetically attach them to your Apple laptop. You may not have one, but I feel like the majority of people who have Apple earbuds have them on their laptop. I wasn't really sure about putting this one in, just as a kind of disclaimer, because I know a lot of people have the AirPods now, but I don't know, some people prefer the the wired ones, and I completely understand that. But yeah, this actually works. Like, you can attach the wired earbuds to your MacBook screen, which is pretty cool. If you're really worried about a test or a presentation coming up, I would suggest chewing gum before that. It actually has been proven to relieve stress. When you're in college, it can be kind of annoying having to sleep in the room with somebody, or maybe you're just like the bed isn't comfortable or something. So if you're having sleeping problems and it's really hard to get good quality sleep with the temperature just like at like 60 to 67 degrees, because lower temperatures actually have been proven to get better quality sleep among everybody. So that's something that you should try. I know a lot of college dorm rooms and even apartments don't allow students to use like humidifiers, or not humidifiers, what are they called? The air diffusers. So what I looked on a website to kind of like figure out what to do with that, and a couple websites actually said to put dry tea bags around your room and it'll absorb stinky odors. If you're having trouble falling asleep, just like the good quality sleep, but instead you're having trouble actually falling asleep, I would suggest blink your eyes really fast, and if your eyes are tired, then you will be tired. It's like your eyes playing a trick on your mind. If you need to fix something in your room, like a lamp or computer, printer, etc., go to www.ifixit.com and you can download repair manuals for anything. If you're short a couple words on an essay, all you need to do is change the font to white and add some extra words at the end. This might only work for a couple things, but like it might not work for a PDF because sometimes PDFs don't show the word count, but it might work if you're sharing a Google Drive or something. Writing something out instead of reading it is actually the memory equivalent of reading it 7 times. So write stuff down. It helps. Studying in a block of 30 to 50 minutes at a time is actually better for your memory than if you were to study for an hour or 2. And if you pair that with 10-minute breaks in between those 30 to 50 blocks those study sessions will be the most effective you can make them. Eating chocolate actually helps the brain retain new information, so who knew? Chocolate can help you. Also, it's been linked to higher test scores, so eat chocolate, I guess, when you're studying. To make an essay or some sort of paper longer, change periods to from 12-point font to 14-point font. They look the exact same. I might even show you an example because I use this on all of my papers now. It's like one of my favorite tricks. I actually I don't just change the periods. I also do the commas, and I change the exclamation points to 13 because the 14s ones are a little bit big, but I change the exclamation points and the question marks and quotation marks to 13-point font, and then I've changed apostrophes to 13 as well, and or 14 maybe, but yeah, change it to a little bit higher, and you'll get a bit more length. So you can see right here I have random essay. I pulled this off of Wikipedia, so I picked 2 paragraphs, and it almost reaches the end of the page. The page's end is right here, and I really want it to reach the end of the page to get a full page. So I'm going to show you what it looks like after I make the periods and commas bigger. Also, as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines away from the bottom of the page to go on to the next page. So it would really be nice if I could cut down on some of those lines. Alright, I am back. And it only took a few minutes to change all the periods and commas and stuff like that. So I definitely think it's worth it. Anyway, so this is what I have, and you can barely even notice, like, this comma right here, it's 14-point font, but you can barely even notice it. And as you can see, it didn't quite fill out the page like I hoped, but it's only 1, 2, 3, 4 lines away from the bottom of the page. So it definitely helps. After reading around a page of notes and you're studying it for a little bit, try to recall as much as you can. And you should do this after every page of notes until you're happy with the amount of information that you've retained. This is because past recollection makes future recollection easier. Wear shoes while you're studying. This is because your mind associates having shoes on with being busy, or like having some other work to do, so your mind won't wander and get distracted. It'll think that you're being busy, so you won't be distracted. Back to that one fact about chewing gum while you study. You should actually chew gum when you're studying, but also chew the exact same flavor when you're taking the test. If you're allowed to have gum in the testing room, highly suggest that. It makes it recollection easier. If you simply don't have time to read through your essay or something, or you don't have a lot of friends or something to read it through for you, I suggest copy and pasting it into Google Translate, because Google Translate will read it out for you just like that. I mean, you might have to paste it in a couple parts because there is a word limit, but it will help you, and Google Translate will catch errors, and you can hear those errors if maybe you put like maybe put like 2 thes in one sentence and you're like, no, that doesn't seem right. So now you know, you can take them out. Chew gum to read faster. Gum can actually double or even triple your reading speed. This is because it distracts brain signals from your eyes, ears, and your mouth. This one I actually use in everyday life. Don't go to the grocery store hungry. I mean, especially if you're a college student and you're trying to conserve your money, do not go to the grocery store hungry. Eat something before you go, even if it's something like a banana, like something small. Don't go to the grocery store hungry. You'll end up paying for food that you probably don't even want because you're just hungry. You just want something to eat, so your brain immediately thinks, oh, I need food. But just eat something before you go to the grocery store, maybe even in the car on the way there, if you feel safe doing that. Don't go to the grocery store hungry. Eat something before you go. It'll be so much easier and it'll save money. Psychologists say that when you meet somebody for the very first time, it takes about 7 seconds to make a powerful, confident first impression. Keep that in mind for clubs, sports, friends even. Keep that in mind. Apples are more powerful than caffeine when it comes to staying awake. Bananas can help relieve irritable emotions such as anger or depression. So eat your bananas. If you need some inspiration, look at the color green, or maybe get a plant in your room. Simply looking at the color green can actually make you more creative and give you some much needed inspiration. Going off to the last one, studies actually show that having a plan where you do homework can actually help you recall information and think more clearly. Listen to music while studying with a strong beat to improve the concentration. If you're really worried about leaving with something that's like really important, like maybe you need your earbuds for a class or something, but you're really scared of leaving them behind, put it in your shoe. Lay out your shoes for the next morning and put it in your shoe. You won't forget it because your foot will step on it. Take a shower to increase productivity. Being clean has actually been proved to increase your productivity. Pretty cool. If you're under a lot of stress, try listening to music for about 10 minutes each day. Listening to music for at least 10 minutes each day actually strengthens the mind's ability to handle stress. If you want to stay focused, try studying in a blue-ish room, like just with some kind of blue hue to it. It'll actually improve your concentration. If you're trying to study for a long period of time and you just want to stay concentrated the whole time, either like sniff some peppermint, like essential oil, or suck on a peppermint. Peppermint stimulates the brain and actually helps you concentrate better. Do your least favorite thing or piece of homework in the very first thing in the morning, after you wake up, of course, because then only good things can come for the rest of your day. So you're done with the bad thing that you have to do that day, and you only have good things to do the rest of the day. Kind of going off of that, your day just increasingly gets better. This one I actually learned a long time ago from my sister. Apparently, if you hit snooze on your phone or alarm or something like that, and you go back to bed for about 5-10 minutes, it can actually make you way more tired than the first time that you woke up. So don't hit snooze. I know it's really tempting, and it might actually take a few tries to do it, but it'll make you more tired in the long run, and I think you just have to remember that. If you have a really long recorded lecture like I do for my science class, I suggest turning the speed up at least to 1.5 speed. If your professor is a fast talker or something like that, then maybe do 1.5, but if he's kind of a slow talker like mine is, I highly suggest turning it up to 2 times speed. Yes, it'll be a little weird to get used to at first, but I actually did this for my urban ecology class. My professor's he's a great guy, but he is a very slow talker. So I turned his recorded lectures up to 2 times speed, and I get through with them, like the 1-ish hour lectures, in about half hour or less. It's really great. I highly suggest trying it. When it comes to doing homework and studying in the most productive way for you personally, you should go to a couple places on campus. Maybe there's study rooms, maybe there's a building that really just makes you productive, and study there every single time. It is kind of trial and error, but once you find the most productive place, that's perfect, that's it for you, and then you know to study there for the rest of the year, or maybe even the rest of your college years. Being surrounded by the color yellow actually helps you stay focused. This is because it decreases the production of melatonin. Go to every class unless you have a very good reason for not going to one. I have gone to every single class this semester except for one, and that was because I just really was not feeling well, and in this day and time that we're living in, probably wasn't a good idea for me to go. It was just I had just got my flu shot, so that was probably it, but I didn't want to take any chances. So unless you have a very good reason not to go to class, go to every class. It is important. I cannot stress this enough. And I know people will tell you and be like, yeah, whatever, but seriously, go to every class. It's important. Professors may not even take attendance, but they may give crucial test hints or something that you cannot miss. The best way to boost your grades and your GPA is simply to just do the best you can at the beginning of the semester. It may be hard to get motivated at first, but once the middle of the semester midterm grades come out and you're not doing so hot, maybe you didn't put enough effort in the beginning because you thought it was easy, you're going to be struggling a lot at the end of the semester. And newsflash, a lot of college professors do not give out extra credit, and if they do, it's on very rare occasions. So do well at the beginning of the semester, study a lot, and it'll pay off. I promise you. Drink a lot of water, and better yet, swap out coffee for water. It'll be hard, I know, but water is much better for your concentration and your brain just in general. So it'll be hard, I know, but water is going to be better for you than coffee. I know people have heard this before, but 6 to 8 hours is the best sleep you can get. Try aiming for at least 6 to 8 hours every single night, and believe me, your body and your mind will thank you. Get to know your professors. They might even help you in the future. I know I'm trying to get to know my professors so then they can maybe hopefully help me out in the future. Because this isn't high school where you just, in 4 years, you just say goodbye to your teachers and hope that you never see them again. Because professors are different from teachers. They can actually be your friends. I mean, maybe it's not the best thing, but they could actually be there for you and help you. Lastly, try color coding your notes. If you do this, it'll stimulate your memory and it'll actually make recalling stuff easier. Alright, and those are 50 tips or hacks, still not sure what to call them, but those are 50 tips/hacks that you can use in your college life. So I hope these facts helped. I hope these tips helped you. I really hope they did. I know some of them may not apply to you. Some of them didn't apply to me, but I knew that a lot of them would help other people. So yeah, I really hope you guys found these facts useful. Maybe you'll consider trying some of them. I know I definitely have, and they've made my college experience so much better. Alright, bye guys!